So on the radio this morning for this morning's wake-up call, not wake-up call, but I did not clock up for super early because I got to go back to school for some silly reason of going to talk to my guidance counselor about quitting a class. I'll be quitting the. I hate to do this to that student. That is ironically that student I'm helping too. Is that I'm also going to get this and show you and demonstrate how this thing works and how everything is waterproof. Okay, so as you can see here, this 9,000 series shaver can work underwater. I like to set it for the well, it's at full charge now, so let's set it for full here. He's making an ee sound. You probably can't hear it because of my echoing, my voice, the fan, the hot water was going ee. You know that episode where Apu was thinking he was a humming bee for 48 hours? He was working 48-hour shift, and Sanjay wasn't in town. His brother Sanjay wasn't in town, so Apu turned into a humming bee, or hallucinated that he was a humming bee. I kept on making bee sounds, bee sounds. This is what it sounds like. I think it's okay. I think it's working. The shape is working. Oh. Yep. I guess the guys over at Philips know Rococo, or whatever the company is called, the American branch of Philips, Norrico, or Norlexico, or something, realized that a lot of us want to shower with, to shave in the shower. They kill two birds with one stone. They don't want to waste time over their sink and shower. So I want to go and take a shower every time in the morning time. Every time it's the morning time with the manual shaver and the electric shaver. Well, I decided to. I'm not sure if I said this in any other episodes before, but I've always dreaded that eventually I'll have to grow up and move out of this beautiful apartment, beautiful house, apartment, with our roommates, and never have to make any of our episodes of the shower show when my roommate goes on vacation and I take over their bathtub when they're not looking. So. And I always like to sit down on the bench every so often when the flames or the stampeders win. I have to sit down here and pretend that I'm singing in the shower. We are the champions. So maybe if maybe this year we'll get a double whammy and have a few episodes where the flames and the stampeders win at the same time. I don't know, maybe the flames are it's very possible because the flames are very uppity this year, that's good. Hopefully the Stampeders will win. We had a stellar year of football. The Calgary Stampeders had a stellar year of football. For a few occasional blitzes, they were #1 over winning streak. Look at that aside. I have to change some of these mats because they might get all funky and moldy with the water from my feet here. So, as I was saying, I have to go to school early because I have to go and try to see if I can apply to get my class is cancelled for this particular Monday class. I don't have the time. I'm way behind. With my 2 chapters. I had an incident with another student called M, not a different M, but different M. This Korean student, girl student, who kept on going all shaman on us. That's her term of it. going all fox magic, fox lady shaman on us. It's an ancient Japanese, Chinese, Korean legend about a shaman who can change shape, form to a woman or something, some kind of fox creature. So she kept on, I don't know, she kept on rubbing all of us members wrong over the Nikon, and she's a good person. I mean, she cares, and it's just bad to see her so hurt. But she's got to realize that she's got to learn that these hard life lessons like anyone else has. If you start fucking around with people's emotions, or start, just being a weirdo, not a weirdo, but sketchy, then we're gonna start visiting ES less. So one day our friends, we decided to drop her, drop her from baseball, drop her from the school's club. Then, I got into an argument with her about something about asking her why she left the club on her own volition. And she said it's not none of her business. So I said, well, F herself. She's been slowly building up to this point over the early part of the semester. And so I said, go F yourself. She said she bring this to the teachers. Bring this to the program. So bring this to the SABBC, Student Association for Valley College group, about the people who's in charge of all the clubs, the council is in charge of all the clubs on campus, actual business entity. So I had to go to apologize. Somehow I had to apologize to her, obviously, and then. But she doesn't even show up for that meeting, so then I realized that on Wednesdays I have this new innovation group that I'm going with. So that takes up time. So study time instead of having Wednesdays off. So I need to close that particular program off. Hopefully I can meet up with my guidance counselor early this week. I can't seem to cancel a course. I'll be losing money, of course, because I've reached crossed the full refund threshold. So that's okay. In reality, $400 is a lot of money, but it's not the amount of money. And besides, to be paid by student grant. Student scholarships, student grants. It's something that I have to blow up all this money for the taxpayers, but like I said, it is what it is. I'm trying to create things good out of it. Like I said, the students that are helping on Fridays. I'll be seeing him less frequently. I'll be seeing him often, but less frequently. We don't know when. And he's gonna have to learn how to develop his own system of relying on himself. Because he says he's getting better. But I don't think he's getting better. He has to really learn how to get to a student level. And I know he's 20 years, he's 40 years. He says he's 20 years behind. But that's no excuse. He has to work hard to get back up. What happens if it's a risk workplace and he's out there in the field and people suddenly couldn't rely on him? Is he going to rely on me still to pick up the slack? Well, he's in charge of. He's moving back to his Indian village, or his indigenous village, which is First Nations. A fishing village in the middle of blah 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 land. I can't see where. In the middle of something very, very remote, he has to become a community leader. A keyword leader. And he's got to be in charge of followers. So he needs to have these skills where he can lead. It's scary, I know. Very much scary. It's scary like on Freaks and Geeks where Rozo or that slacker student kept on asking Lindsay for help. He kept on trying to newspaper for help. So he said eventually, he He said, you know what to be a dumb kid? Yeah, school's pretty shitty, so you need to work double the hard to, you have to work double the hard to understand. I'm sorry, this is education. The whole point is that you work hard to become a student. A student means that you have the zest and zeal for learning. And, yes, years and years of drinking has rotted his brain like anyone else's brain, so he's got a lot of deficiency there. And he's going to find lots of people who are even worse off than he is. He's deep in this recovery. They might not be deep in this recovery. That's why he's taking this course. Unfortunately, he was unprepared for all the signs like any other post-secondary course that these days, especially counselor ones. It's all about science too. And I can't explain this to him. I can't say that there are magical chemicals in your brain, there are magical potions in your brain. I have to explain that there are neurotransmitters that the brain produces every month from nutrients in your body. I can't say, I don't know. I have to try, also have to seem like I have to try and, not condescend is the right term, to his level of thinking, very 8th grade level, because he stopped studying at 8th grade because the nuns did a really bad number on him, like nuns usually do. More so to the indigenous adults, and they are suffering to the point where they're suicidal and stuff. Those nuns did a really fucked up thing. And as I, as a Catholic, really don't want to go to heaven because those nuns will be there, those priests will be there. They're very evil people. No matter the whole point of Jesus' redemption of the scoundrel, which we are, which we all are, the whole sinners, the whole Catholic guilty, prayer of by my fault, by my own gracious fault, or pray for me, I'm a sinner, or it's just some things you can't. It's just some things that it's just a line you can't cross. Is that if you fuck around with kids, that's a big no-no for me. I don't really want to spend time in eternity in heaven, even if it is that magical happy place where everyone forgives each other, where the patron of my church here, Maria Goretti, learns how to be a forgiving saint to her rapist / murderer / Bill Cosby as pudding pious murderer. Not really Bill Cosby, but the person who did rape and killed her as her neighbor, some horny teenager. He eventually evolves to become a priest, because he was forgiven by spiritual manifestations. And that's why she became a saint or something. I mean, that's not the point. The point is, these nuns went out of their way, not unwillingly sinning, but willingly sinning, and beat the crap out of a whole bunch of native kids. A whole bunch of other kids too. If you watch the film Madeline Sisters, or any other film that criticizes the Catholic Church, and they got a lot of blood in their hands. I mean, you gotta be really fucked in the head if you want to rip off some teenager's tits when you're 14-year-old teenager's tits with the iron spider, or crush someone's dick with an iron alligator, or shove a expanding piece of metal up their ass at the iron pair. You've got to be really fucked up, because that's nothing holy about that. And I love Jesus being I love hippie Jesus. I don't like Vatican Jesus or St. Paul's Cathedral Jesus, Anglicanism. I don't like Salt Lake City Jesus, especially. Mormons are more of a torture of the mind. They're very manipulative, but physically, no. The only time a Mormon ever chipped out violently was the Mountain Massacre. So that's pretty much the only blood they have in their hands. But they do a lot of fucked up things that cause people to suicide, or cause a lot of very mean-spirited things that causes people to bleed inside, or inside the heart. Like depression and whatnot. And that pisses me off. So I left the church to do that too as well. To me, Jesus is supposed to be one that heals. The whole Jesus Jesus the hippie, Jesus the supporter, nurturer, the forgiver. That's it. Or Jesus the one who's trying to tell us to all give to the poor and live a vegan, bohemian lifestyle of being hippie humans. And I like that Jesus. I don't like scary Jesus and throw people into hell and fire up and down in Jesus. You know, these firebrand creatures jumping up and down like their pants are on fire, your dick is being bitten by some ants. The ones that you find downtown Calgary, those are kind of mild compared to the ones that you find anywhere else. But, you know, I'm just wonder if the churches need an enema themselves. I agree, reform themselves. But I see that you have eons and eons of child abuse for the Catholic Church. Our church needs, the Catholic Church, our church needs to expand a little bit, not expand, but engage in forgiveness, like real, genuine acts of forgiveness. I'm going to turn off that radio before the squawk box breaks down, but so I did the usual floor vacuum. I'm going to move these stupid rugs here because these rugs are getting wet from me walking back and forth. I'm clean right now, so but the water just attracts dust and mildew and stuff, so I'm trying to get the house clean as possible. Alright, so this is the week where we have to go for the test. This is Monday, the third week of the vacation. Still got 2 more weeks to go of shows. I'll let you guys know how it's going on, how it's going on, and if I'm able to successfully, safely detach myself, detach my course, which I'll take again in the future, from my listings. I'll probably have to come back for another semester, but we'll talk to the program head. I'm planning to finish off my I'm planning to finish off my what's it called again? It's called my addictions diploma, but certificate level. This is a certificate. I hopefully will try and switch into the social work program. This way I can continue making more episodes by deciding to because this will open up an option for me. It'll open up the option of where I can warp into the see, I'll let you hear what this thing sounds like. See? Sounds like Apu, right? The Apu. And you can also use this on the body. It comes with a razor, a electric razor head too, like not the circular ones. You can actually shave your hair, shave your where else, legs and stuff. And I'm not gonna do that. Oh, look at that! It's good clean. I love that sound. I was thinking also of letting my hair grow for at least once in my life before I still have hair color. So I'm starting to gray right now. I'm starting to slowly turn to gray. So it's not going to make sense of. I want to see what I look like. What I would have looked like if I shaved. So I'm going to sporadically keep the blade up. Maybe go shaving. Maybe we can start now. We don't have to start now. We don't want to start now. Besides, I bought a whole new set of. I bought lots of. To take these apart and wash individually. I also like to switch the blade, like just to keep the blade fresh and sharp. like rotating your tires. You just like to keep the tires evenly worn out. You just go like that, and then just plug it back in. And then I'll show you how to wash it next time. I even shave when I from dryness. I was also saying I'm growing a beard, a mustache. I'm growing a mustache and a beard. Maybe later on this year, just to see what it looks like when I still have hair color. Because I want to see because it's gonna be two kind of beards. One I'm old man with a green like Santa Claus, like an old Chinese man, but it's also one where I have a scraggly hair where I'm a young Chinese man. Okay, so back to my story about the social work and stuff. So I'm gonna be I don't like that, so I'm gonna close that. I'm also planning to it's getting kind of cold actually. Let me put this on. Because I'm wearing dry. This is wet now and getting cool. So I'm also going to see about going to go into the social work program so I can jump into a degree. Yeah, it's a degree program over to UFC or U of wherever. Maybe U of M. You know, maybe I'm getting back doing the shop in Edmonton. Ooh, that'd be really cold. So now all the weather outside is returned to fall-time weather now. It's going on and off with fall-time weather, winter weather, fall-time weather. Just like last year, I think my mum went later in December, later in October, and a little bit of November too. So I had really last episodes. It shows me really cold. Going, my trunks are really cold. The temperature's off again. Yeah, I like to get that. I like to get that spaceship feeling. So yeah. So I'm going to see about. So that might mean that I'm here for an extra 4 semesters. 6 semesters if you include. So I'll be here for quite a long time. But this plan is much more easier because with the social work or with the addictions program, there's no ability to jump into any other degree level unless you go to U of Lethbridge. But the thing is, most people hire social workers because the stuff we learn in addiction studies translates into the social justice world, into human services. So because we are serving the human. So might as well just get a social work degree. The storyline really interesting was back in 2006, before all this started, and before I started to film myself, my mom goes on vacation. I started, around that time, 2016, maybe a year after I got this camera here, for my environmental shows when I first started this whole mess. This whole camcorder mess is that what's it? They didn't have social worker over at Old Valley College. They just had addictions. So then then that year they came out with a social work program to build up on the success of the addictions program. And yeah. So I'm gonna put my nails in. Nothing too gross here. I took a shower, so all my impurities have been flushed away. It's just to. I trim nails. It looks so neat. I love trim hair. It looks so neat. I know lots of people like to be. I know I'm a man. I should be hairy, some kind of hairy. And I know the trend now. There's a retroactive trend now to go back to the old curly beards and all these other crazy 1800s steampunk stuff. But I'm just not at that stage yet. In fact, pornography is going back to their hair roots, back in the 60s and 70s. I like to trim my leg hairs as well. I just don't like hair too much. I like having a clean body, clean monk body. I just trimmed my toenails the other day, so. But sometimes I love it when I see cheap ass pedicure. I like the part where I sometimes get too deep after growing letting them grow out really long. I get too deep, and then I sometimes cut the skin. It hurts like a declawing cat kind of, or trimming a cat's nails kind of hurt, but that will hurt. But it does feel good. I don't know, it feels weird. It feels exposed, of course, but I don't know, it just feels exfoliated. Sometimes cats would bite their nails too. They'll go with their little paws. That sounds so cute. Makes little creepy sounds with their own paws. So let's go into the garbage here. So yeah, that's the shower show for this morning. Oh, that's a fat. I don't know. Ooh. Angulate that. That's the shower show for this morning. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes tonight. I am going to get raw, like that's in getting dressed, and putting all my clothing away. Hang this up for drying. I can't hang this up. I can't hang this here anymore, where I used to before last year, because this is starting to come loose. I'm going to eventually nail this one here. Nail this bumper down, this floorboard down. So sometimes I would hang the I'll hang the trunks up here, my swim pants up here, swimming trunks up here, and then it'll drip down, and then I have to and then it'll get all moldy. So.